Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's that time of the year when I stop trading. There's no point carrying on. It's only going to be more detrimental or harmful to my accounts. There's generally low volume in the markets around the holiday season. So based on that, things can obviously move in the direction you want them to, but they could also very quickly turn around the other way. I'd rather be out there enjoying time with friends and family and actually focusing on my personal happiness rather than trying to grind out another 1 or 2% on the markets. So for me, it's a great time of the year to actually review and reflect, look back at the trading year. Has it been successful? Now, a lot of people want to use success as a monetary gain. Are we financially better off than we were when we started the year? And have we made a significant amount of money? It's actually quite hard to quantify that because let's say for one person is an individual, $50,000 profit for them might be a massive amount. That might be life-changing. For other people, that's just enough to cover their yearly expenses like mortgage, cars, etc. So money-wise, it's very hard to put a figure on being successful. So I often like to look at the other flip side to that is, what is my percentage return? But the difficulty with a percentage return on so many different accounts, especially on different sizes of accounts, it's very hard to amalgamate all together. And that's why a lot of people start talking about the reward to the risk. Again, when you start looking at the risk, some of the accounts, you might only be risking 0.25% based on the fact they are much larger. And therefore you could end up with a skewed type of number based on the number of trades you've placed across all accounts. So I'll give you my definition of success for the year, go over some of the numbers, and hopefully it'll give you an indication of what you can do to hopefully make your trading next year a lot better. So for a lot of people, the ultimate goal is not to be working a 9 to 5, but get out of their jobs, their office jobs, whatever it may be, and have a lifestyle and freedom to actually trade full time. For me, I've managed to do that. I've got out of the job that I was doing. I didn't dislike it, but it wasn't what I wanted to do long term. And now trading is the vehicle, the mechanism to give me the freedom to do what I want to do. And yes, I've managed to accumulate enough money in the bank to essentially, if I didn't trade, I can go many, many years without having to worry about things. I've managed to build a passive income on the side to make sure that that's being topped up as well. And this year, as an example, success-wise, I've been able to go on about 5 or 6 different holidays. I've played golf multiple times per week and I haven't stressed at all. And that's all been down to the ability to trade when the markets are good, take the profits, as well as work on some of the prop firm challenges and get payouts from the prop firms. But working on so many different accounts, whether it's real accounts, prop firm accounts, stocks and shares, etc., is very difficult to keep track of it in one particular place. Now, also with the shift I've been doing over the past 6 months, trying to move away from prop firms as a main source of income and trying to move some of that into my own personal accounts. I'll go through some of those as an example. So with IG Markets, I've got one particular account. What I used to do this one is every single month take the money out and move that into my stocks and shares portfolio. I use it as almost like a hedging thing. So if the markets were going down, I could short the FTSE. So as my stocks and shares went down, I could then obviously make money and move it back into buy some more shares. Now this account on itself, I've done about 63% this year, which in itself is not too bad. It's quite a small account, so some of the risk wasn't always matching up to where it should be, and some of the trades were not always the best thought out, but they all seemed to come good in the end and ultimately made a pretty good return on the account. So this one's just going to compound over the next couple of years and hopefully get to a significant size, as well as allow me the ability to take cash out at any particular point. Obviously Darwin X as well is another one I started this year. It's only been going for about 7 or 8 months. And that one I've done 35% return. Again, small account, so when you look at a monetary value, it is quite insignificant, but it's more about the exposure, getting into different systems, getting on different platforms, and obviously building a long-term track record. My stocks and shares portfolio has done okay. Predominantly they're in the UK sector, so the FTSE itself has not tracked massively well this year, but overall the dividends and payments have been pretty good. So again, that's tracking in the right direction. But the biggest source of income this year most definitely has been through prop firms. Started off very strong beginning of the year and took some great payments, and I'll put a few of those on the screen so you can see the actual certificates and the proof of the payment on those as well. I've done many videos over the year as well, actually proving the payouts and showing the actual receipts into the bank account as well. And prop firms are probably about 60% of my income for this year. Now, I did set myself a target of trying to achieve a $100,000 payout this year. I didn't make it, but I don't feel too bad about it because ultimately it's having the lifestyle and the success in my own life and not putting it all down to monetary values. Now, yes, I probably did fall short, probably achieved about half of that, but ultimately it's still a pretty good return overall for what I've actually put into the amount of effort into the trading. But going into next year, I really want to achieve that six-figure sum and definitely going to work a lot harder as well as a lot smarter to make sure that I achieve that. So definitely for me, trading is the way forward. It's a passion, it's an interest, and I have a real affinity for it. And as I say, even if trading is not what you're looking to do, definitely follow your passions in anything in life, because ultimately if you put your time and effort into something you really do enjoy, you'll be successful at it. And if that's going to have a financial and monetary gain, then definitely go for it as well. So one final thing I would also say, do not judge your own personal success, what I've managed to achieve. Everyone leads different lives, have different things going on. So even if you've only managed to increase your trading account by 10 or 15% in the entire year, number one, you've actually outbeat inflation, which is obviously a good thing, so your money's going up. You've outperformed the bank interest rates, therefore your money is also done better as well, and outperforming a lot of the stock market. So don't try and judge yourself against what other people are performing, because ultimately everyone's having different lives doing different things. Just focus on your own individual journey and ultimately set your goals and your ambitions for the year ahead, and I'm sure you'll go out and achieve them. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a fantastic new year, and I'll catch you again very soon. Cheers.